A theorem to note is that in the same circle or in congruent circles, two minor arcs are congruent if and only if their central angles are congruent. So we know that if and only if means that this is biconditional. So two minor arcs are going to be congruent if their central angles are congruent, and if the central angles are congruent, then the minor arcs are going to be congruent. So we're going to just kind of practice everything that we've just talked about using the letters shown in the diagram. Name two central angles. Now, there's quite a few central angles that we can name. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to list all the ones that I can see. If you want to try this, you're pressing pause and then coming back and checking your answers. So one central angle would be angle DOC. Another one would be DOB, because that would be less than 180 degrees. Another angle would be COB, and another angle would be COA, and another angle would be BOA. So I think I got all of them right there. There's 5 minor arcs that I could name. 2 minor arcs. That would be 2 central angles rather. So I named 5 central angles. Now we're going to name arcs, minor arcs. So 2 minor arcs. Well, the minor arcs are going to follow their central angles. So arc, I wanted to write the word arc. Arc DC, that goes with angle DOC. And then angle DOB, that's going to be arc DB. And then COB, well, that's arc CB. And COA, angle COA is going to be arc CA. And then angle BOA would be arc BA. So there's all our minor arcs. So you can see that our minor arcs follow along with our central angles. A semicircle, we've got 2 semicircles. However, we're not going to be able to name both of them. We're not going to be able to name the half that's kind of on the left-hand side. We're only going to be able to name the one on the right. And the reason being is because a semicircle is named with 3 letters. So you need 3 letters, and we don't have a letter on this purple arc that is going to allow us to name that semicircle. So the semicircle is going to be arc DCA, that would work, or DBA, and that would be those would be the only 2. You could also go backwards, ACD or ABD. Got to start with A, got to end with D, or start with D, end with A, and one of these 2 letters has to be in the middle. And then 2 major arcs. There's quite a few major arcs that we can list here, so I'm just going to go with 2 of them. So one of them, I'm going to pick CDA. So arc CDA is one of them. And I'll start with, I'll go the other way. CAD. CDA. So CDA is very different. This is interesting. CDA is very different than CAD. So much so that I'm going to highlight to show you. CAD is going to be that big arc right there. It almost goes all the way around. And CDA is definitely more than 180 degrees, but it doesn't. It's 130 degrees short of making it all the way around. Okay, let's see if you can find the measures, and then when you're ready to press play to see your answers, go ahead and join us back. So arc AB is 50 degrees. Hopefully if you didn't get that, here it is. So AB is equal to 50 degrees. Arc AC is 130 degrees. I can barely see that. Let me change the color. There we go. Arc AC is 130 degrees. 80 plus 50. So here's 50, here's 80. ABD. ABD is 180 degrees. BAD. Well, from this half is 180 degrees plus the BA, that's 50, so that would be 230 degrees. These are kind of fun. CDA would be 50 plus another 180, so that's 230 degrees. And CDB, it's almost all the way around. It's almost all the way around, except it's this 80 degrees shy. So 360 minus 80 is 280. Now they're going to give us, in these next 6 problems, they're going to give us the arc. We need to go back and find the angles. So go ahead and press pause if you'd like to try this on your own. GQF is 60 degrees. I'll mark a 60 degrees right there. EQF is 50 degrees. We'll mark a 50 degrees right there. Angle GQE, well, angle addition postulate, 60 plus 50 is 110. Arc GE is 60 plus 50, which is 110 degrees. Arc GHE. GHE. Well, that's 360 minus the 110 we're not using, so that's 250 degrees. And EHF. Love it. EHF is 50 degrees shy of going all the way around, so that would make that 310 degrees. So if you got those, you've got the basics, and that's really what you need to know, is the basics so that you can apply them moving forward.